Welcome back, adventurers. Well, today we are going to give you an update on where our Portofino 52 aluminium expedition catamaran build is up to.
And how the US-Iran war is affecting our build. And obviously the big question is, when will it be completed and what are the barriers preventing progress?
We also share some of the scary realities of the risk to our boat in this situation.
But the bottom line is that the Portofino 52 has been blocked because of a 100-kilometre road that has been blocked to us all of this time.
So guys, stick around to the end to find out what's happening because you don't want to miss any of this. So let's get into it.
We are John and Ellie, the Barefoot Doctors. Join us on this journey because life is better barefoot.
Well, this is our dream boat, right?
And it's been stuck in Dubai for 5 months.
And we've had lots of people asking us, is it finished? Is it coming? When are you getting the keys?
And because people haven't heard about what's going on, we've even been asked, have we actually completely given up on the Portofino 52 build?
And the answer to that?
Absolutely not. But there's one really significant problem, which is this 100-kilometre road journey to get it from Dubai to Fujairah, where the shipyard now is. We just can't get it out.
And believe it or not, this 100-kilometre journey may involve more paperwork than it did originally to build the thing. And we haven't spent the last 3 years designing, investing to just give up on this project.
And it's just so spectacular already.
It's so close. Although there has been frustrating times, like, say, for instance, the Red Sea blockage in 2025. That was a doozy.
And now, obviously, the US-Iran war that is completely blocking the Straits of Hormuz.
But the boat is still coming. And while our plans haven't changed, but unfortunately, the world around our boat has changed.
So 3 years ago, the plan was simple. Finish the boat in Dubai, ship it to Italy, put on the mast and sail away. Easy, but apparently not. So guys, obviously the boat was ready to be shipped and had a booking date shipped for March the 7th or 6th, I think 6th. It was 6th. But the US attacked Iran on the 28th of February and immediately the Straits of Hormuz was closed and all shipping stopped the same day. So our boat was 7 days from being shipped out to Italy to be completed and it's now been stuck in Dubai since that date.
Like I said, so close.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, obviously since that time the Hormuz Strait sometimes was apparently open, but it never really was properly. The few times it was open, it closed down very quickly and wasn't enough time to organise the authorities to sail the boat out through the Gulf to Fujairah with the UAE authorities.
In reality, the boat couldn't go by sea, so our next brilliant idea, as well as Portofino's, was to put it on a truck.
Yeah, it's only 100 kilometres. What can be so difficult about that? But unfortunately, the boat is wider than the road and in fact is wider than is normally allowed to go on the roads at all.
So let's look at the complications here.
Well, there are also low bridges that the boats have to go under. There are also multiple points where there are poles, both road signs and electric poles, that the boats are wider than, so they can't get through. Those are going to have to be taken down. There are also 3 different emirates that the road goes through, so we have to get permission from all 3 emirates, which are like states.
And police escorts.
And the police escorts have to go from each state and join the boat and then change 3 different sets of police escorts. So this is no simple matter and the bureaucracy is just unbelievably complicated.
And then we have the essential freight route. So what is that all about anyway?
Well, because the Straits of Hormuz are closed, there is only one road that goes from the Indian Ocean in Fujairah into the rest of the UAE or the 7 Emirates. So all supplies for all of the Emirates goes down this single road. Since the war started, that port has been phenomenally busy with continuous rows of trucks and tailbacks of 15 kilometers to 20 kilometers every day, bringing essential supplies into the Emirates. So the concerns all the authorities had was, can we truck our boats down this road without completely disrupting the entire supply chain to the 7 Emirates? That is a genuine problem.
So even if we could truck the boat from Dubai to Fujairah, How are we going to get it there? Do you want to explain to everybody what the plan is?
Yeah, so the truck can only travel at 40 kilometres an hour, so 100 kilometres, it should only take 2.5 hours. The authorities only allow this freight to occur between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. in the morning when the roads are least busy, but because there are 3 Emirates and 3 sets of police escorts, it can't be done in 4 hours. So this is going to happen over 2 nights, with the boat parked on the road somewhere along the way for 24 hours.
And we probably have got to get protection of some sort, so someone's got to be posted there looking after it. So let's talk about the cradle.
So Portofino has built a specially designed cradle for the boats to sit on to fit the low loader, and this also allows the boat to be hydraulically raised and lowered to go under the bridges when they're low bridges, and then lifted up and angled to go between some of the poles. And they're also, where the poles are still too narrow, they are going to have to be removed for that time period to get the boats through.
I have a visual of the boat, the truck going kind of like with this massive boat on the back, you know.
And Raphael is going to be going as the boat goes under the bridges and past all the poles.
I mean, just on a side note there, I mean, John built his 42-foot catamaran 30 years ago, 25 years ago, whatever it was, and you had to get a truck to truck it from 20 kilometres from his home to the sea. And it was done in the early hours of the morning, less traffic, all that kind of thing. And I've seen photos of his face, you know, like it's like, and so I can imagine what Raffa's face is going to be like and how stressed it's going to be. Yeah, so it's a big event. Isn't it?
It is. It's big, it's scary, but we have to get all these authorizations approved, and Raphael has done that in the past. We've had it occurring with a planned date like a week ahead or 5 days ahead, and then something's happened with the war or the road as well, and then the authorities been withdrawn at the last minute. There have been so many false starts. It's been really, they're going, we just need one. So now the situation is all the authorities have been approved except for one, which is the State Road Authority, which they're still waiting on. And once that happens, theoretically, the boat should be able to be shipped. What happens after the boats get to Fujairah, honey?
Well, they'll be finished. The furniture will be put in because the furniture is coming from Italy. The furniture makers are also coming from Italy, so they can fit it out the way that they designed it. And then the mast, the boom, the rigging will go on.
The furniture building construction takes 2 months apparently to put together. Once it's there with the carpenters, and the rigging and those other parts of the boat will take a few weeks, but then you have sail setting and trimming. That'll take at least a month. And so realistically, we're looking at 4 months from the time the work starts on the boat in Fujairah at the new Portofino shipyard till it should be able to be sailed away.
So there's so much going on, and of course the new shipyard, that Portofino shipyard that's been moved from Dubai to Fujairah, there's a lot of things that Raffa's and the team's been trying to do. So we really don't want to hassle them every other day to find out, is there any news yet? What's happening? Blah, blah, blah. Now, our boat is still in the original spot in Dubai where the old shipyard was, but unfortunately all the demolition is happening all around the boat, and this is where it gets a little bit tense because it's a demolition site now, and our multi-million-dollar new freshly painted beautiful Portofino dream is in the middle of that. That's one reality. The second reality is we're still talking about a very tenuous war zone. And at any time, anybody can decide that they want to send a few bombs over to Dubai, and our boat might just be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Now, we don't even like to think about that because we believe in trying to project positive images. So we don't really spend a lot of time talking about that, and we don't focus about that. All our vision is getting the boat, it's safe, being able to be handed over the keys, and then we can start our next chapter. But we really wanted to let you guys know the ins and outs of it, really.
The issue with a stray drone bomb or something like that landing and destroying the boat is a real worry because insurance companies do not cover war risk. No insurance company covers war risk unless you specifically ask for it, and then the policies are usually not given at all. They just have that as a straight exclusion. So that includes building insurance, car insurances, and obviously boat insurances. And we read on our existing insurance policies for our boats that it does not cover war and terrorism. So a random bomb falling on our Portofino would be absolutely catastrophic. So we're not thinking about it, but these risks are there in the background. And we do hope that peace reigns again.
Now, on that note, we had quite a few people say to us they were worried about us buying another boat because the war was going to be over in 2 weeks, wasn't it? We had to take a calculated risk on what we thought was going to happen, like a futurist. You know, what we thought was going to happen in the future, and were we crazy buying another boat in the meantime? Turns out.
Yeah, we also had to seriously make the decision that we weren't going to let external events stop us from living the way we wanted to live our life. This is a very important thing throughout everything, even after the fire. We made that active decision, okay, the fire has destroyed that particular shape of our future, so how do we want to go from here? And the most important thing here from a personal well-being perspective is that we needed to say, how do we want to live? We're not going to let those external factors stop us from living our life to the full. Very important, don't let external events destroy your current happiness.
Yeah, find a way, find another path. And that's what we've done. That has been our philosophy all the way along, is you find another path. So, okay, we call Raphael, we call the big guy, and we wanted to get the news from him. What's going on? Where are we up to?
Everyone needs to know what's happening.
Everyone needs to know. But we try and not be on his case all the time. So, here's the call.
Working together with the free zone, Fujairah free zone, that is always helpful to deal with the government because they have, of course, a good connection. To obtain the last permit that is for the federal authority for the road between Sharjah and Fujairah. We had a meeting with them last Monday. We went in the Ministry of Interior's office in Sharjah. They were so kind. They said, we will do it, but I cannot tell you right now because we need also approval from Abu Dhabi. Again, spoke with the free zone, and the free zone offered their help to deal with them. So we are confident. The truck, the hydraulic truck that can lift the boat up and down in order to clear the roundabout and the bridge, because in the bridge you have to slide down, and in the roundabout you need to slide up. The truck is ready. The cradle is ready. The loading system is ready. Everything is ready. We need just one stamp from the Minister of Interior. I really cross the finger then why this month, maybe no, but next month to manage to bring the boat.
How's things going in the Fujairah shipyard?
Already started the number 5.
Great.
Wow,
okay,
excellent.
The hull is almost done. We are installing the shell next week and close the top and start to make the superstructure. Okay. In the meantime, we built the cradle for the number 5. This is a permanent cradle. It makes a complete difference in speed of the work and easy alignment of all the structures. And of course, the experience of the team. The team is increasing a lot. We have another news that in any war, in any bad things, there is a benefit. The benefit we get from the war, many companies are closing the business. Okay. And we are planning to hire between 20 to 25 people from this company that was really good. They was doing carpentry. They was building studios, people, including the managing director of the company. Then we hired him with all the team. And they was working also in boat. Because they was doing everything. They was doing complete fit out. They had carpenters and supervisor. They have welders. Then they was building aluminium structure. So they have painters. They have electricians. They made excellent painting, Raymarine installation. And they have a software specialist for the CNC machine. So by September, we will have here our cutting machine for the aluminium.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow.
I have good hope that we bring the boat here soon. And the shipyard is set up really very well.
And
yes.
Are you thinking that the boat might be finished by Christmas or January?
Whatever I'm going to tell you today, since I don't have here the boat,
I know,
the furniture,
I know.
I'm doing everything is possible to organize on time. And as you see, I employ a lot of people to be ready, to jump on the boat as soon as possible. During the installation of your furniture, between the people that we are going to hire, the people that we have already hired, and the people that will come from Italy, I'm thinking we'll have here 50 people, 60 people, something like this.
Wow.
So it should be good.
Big team.
Quick.
Yes.
Okay, guys, but despite all of that, the boat is in very good shape. It is in Dubai. It is completely finished on the inside, apart from the furniture and the mast and rigging. So inside, they have got all of the electrics completed. They have installed all of the gear, the Raymarine gear. They've installed the hydraulic rudder. They've installed the hydraulic rotating centerboard. Obviously, the bowsprit's in, the water maker's in, the air conditioner's in, the solar's on. Interesting story with the solar. When the power was turned off for the office at the shipyard in Dubai,
Because they were moving.
so they just linked into the power of our boat and ran the whole office off our solar.
So this shed was being run off our Portofino 52 solar, which just goes to show how much solar there was and how well it worked. So,
And it's been tested.
Yeah.
The engines have also been run.
well, all the systems
All
have been tried and tested, and they all are working beautifully at the moment.
And obviously it motors and steers now, so it technically could be driven if the Straits of Hormuz was safe, but it's not. So we are continuing to go down this effort of getting the boat over by road. So at least the boat can power the people building it, but unfortunately it just can't power and move itself.
So when will we get it, you ask?
We are hoping it's going to be ready around Christmas or January. If it is, we will then sail to the Maldives, maybe the Seychelles, and then up through the Red Sea if it's open, and then across the Mediterranean, across the Atlantic to the Caribbean. There's also a very exciting rally being planned for the Red Sea. Honey,
Now,
tell us about it.
One of our keen followers, friends, and also one of the team of the Portofino has been organising a rally up the Red Sea. So it's scheduled for about March. Now, the reason it's scheduled for that is because that's the perfect time, conditions, the wind, the waves, all that sort of thing, to go up the Red Sea and out to the Mediterranean. There's so many benefits.
So numbers helps because of piracy. It also helps, obviously, in case you have any breakdowns, but also the rally will very much help all the participants deal with the bureaucracy in those different countries, which historically have been quite difficult.
And also there's a lot of authorities behind this, so they are really keen to make this an amazing event.
Yeah, and on the rally, they're also highlighting or taking us to all the wonderful places along the coast. So this will show off what wonderful marinas they have and what fun you can have along the way. So we'll encourage, hopefully, more people to stop off more along the way and actually enjoy that part of the trip.
So this is a great opportunity. So we have already registered, and as soon as Lars said to us, okay, the registrations are open, we must have been the first ones to register. This is going to be a fantastic event because it's going to be as seamless and as exciting, and we'll get the passes to all these places that would be much more difficult if you were just going on your own. If you're interested in joining this rally, we'll put the details below.
So this is a very common time for people to be traveling that route, and if you are one of those people that are going to be going up that route, have a look at this rally and see if you want to join in as well.
It's going to be awesome, and it's beautiful. You don't expect that area to be so spectacular, but we've been there before, and it is stunning. We've dived there, and the water is crystal clear. There's an abundance of sea life, and it's just awesome. So we're pretty excited to go there again. The only thing after that is we just need a boat. Really? Come on, Raffa. No pressure, but come on, Raff, you know. So in summary, we could have sat around the last 5 months or so waiting and being frustrated and sitting on our hands and worrying about when our boat's going to be finished, and when we're going to get the keys, and watching the war happening
every single
all
day
around it. We could have spent days asking when, but there was absolutely nothing we could do about it.
So one of the things we've learned from 40 years in medicine is that stress doesn't only come from what happens to us. It often comes from how you react to it. We can't control the war, we can't control the shipping channels, we can't control government approvals, and we certainly can't control when our 52-foot boat will be completed. What we can control is how we react and what we do with our time and how we live our life. So instead of waiting for our dream boat, we bought the Nautilus and we have gone sailing in French Polynesia, which in itself is absolutely spectacular.
We are having a ball.
So sometimes the best response to an uncertain future is not to worry harder, but to live better.
So really, it's about making the most of the present. When the Portofino comes, it will come. And when it comes, we will be ready. So for now, our Portofino remains in Dubai. We're sailing the French Polynesian area and it's absolutely fantastic. The boat is waiting, but we're sailing. And somewhere in between, the world is doing what the world does, which is changing plans everywhere. So the adventure was never really about the boat. It's about how we're living and how we get to the next chapter in our lives. The message for this week is control what you can, let go of what you can't, and keep living while you wait.
And speaking of things we can't control, in our next episode, another 200-mile crossing with massive waves, rough water, and open ocean. All the best, guys.
Bye from us.
Bye. And as always, a big thanks to our Patreons who support the Tough Minds program, which is continuing to make a big difference and save lives around the world every single day.
So, we'll see you in next week's video. Bye from us.